Hi YouTube, this is Yuichi Tuba. I would like to start a new series for you English speakers that would like to learn Japanese and learn more about the Japanese culture. And I know there are many of you that watch anime, and all of you are total geeks.
Anime is so cool. Peace.
Yeah, we're not going to have any of that. Just to let you know, Japanese people in Japan speak fairly different compared to Japanese and other pink-haired character in anime. How we speak is very different. So since I grew up in both American and Japanese culture, I figure I should take advantage of that to help you to learn pronunciation and also to be able to comprehend the difference of the culture between Japanese culture and mainly American culture, but I would say Western culture as a whole. That there are many differences, and there are many things that's important for you to consider when not learning the language, but learning the culture. And also, if you were to happen to go there to visit or to stay there for an extended period of time, it is very important to understand the culture in which that you're going to immerse yourself in. So, now that we're finished with the introduction, let's start with the lesson. There are many different ways to greet people, as it is with any other language, but there are certain things that you have to consider that is not that prevalent in American culture. There are such things as what we say in Japanese, joge. And joge literally means up and down. It actually means stature. And people are one of the big things in Japanese culture is the person's stature and how you are compared to that person. So one of the common questions people ask when you first meet someone is, how old are you? Which is kind of odd, and sometimes it may seem rude, but in Japanese culture, if you're with someone that's about the same age as you, especially if you're younger, that's a very common question to ask is, how old are you? Just so they know where their place is. Now, for many Americans, that totally clashes with how they communicate with people, especially West Coast people. But that is something that you have to understand and accept if you are going to stay in Japan, or if you're going to deal with Japanese people in business or in a classroom setting. So that's one thing that is very important for you guys to know. So let's start with the greetings. In the morning, we say good morning in English, right? In Japanese, we say ohayo-gozaimasu. Let me say that slower. Ohayo-gozaimasu. Now we'll split it up so it's easier to digest. So first one is ohayo-gozaimasu. Ohayo alone is a good morning, but the gozaimasu is a formality. That is pretty important to say. If you were to say ohayo alone, that would be more with your friends or your family. But for the most part, you should always say ohayo-gozaimasu. In the afternoon, or in general when you meet people, the common one that you hear is Konnichiwa. Now, for Americans at least, when you pronounce it, a lot of people, when they see it, they say Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Yeah, it's not Konnichiwa. You have to say Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Let me say it slower. Konnichiwa. Split it up. Konnichiwa. So as you practice it, you don't want to end up sounding fragmented like how I split it up. You want to be able to just say it smooth like how you first started. Konnichiwa. But you want to be able to create the proper vowel sound, and so it sounds closer to a Japanese pronunciation, which is konnichiwa. You could think of it as the N in the beginning it just ends up connecting. Konnichiwa. The first N connects with the next N. So instead of konnichiwa, which sounds like you're just going N, you want to say konnichiwa. It's like you really close it. It's not So konnichiwa. Next one is when you greet someone in the evening. When we say good evening, in Japanese we say konbanwa. That sounds pretty close to konnichiwa, right? But it's konbanwa. Try to say that. Konbanwa. Konbanwa. And so if an American were to see it, they would be like konbanwa. For some reason, Americans just seem to want to emphasize things. Konbanwa. Konbanwa. Which is very interesting, and I will talk about that later. And now for more casual greetings, maybe you would hear in your anime. There's a lot of greetings, like, I'm just gonna go there. For example, Dragon Ball, right? Son Goku, or Goku, how you would like to pronounce it. It's not Goku. There's no W. It's not Goku. It's Goku. Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. So, Goku, when he greets someone, he says, "Os," right? He goes, "Os, ora Son Goku." There. I bet all you anime geeks are so happy now. You're like, "Oh, he did a Goku impersonation." Anyways, he says, "Os." Os, I would say, is a good translation for yo. The Japanese yo is os. Well, you have to do this. Os. No. It's not os. It's os. It's like you accent the o. It's not o. It's not a rounded o. It's an accented o. But just to let you know, this is very, very important. I highly recommend you not to use os unless you are actually very close friends, or you know each other, and you're more on the and then you're more on a casual level. Then you can use it if you want to. But this is just to let you know that this exists. So thus concludes our first Japanese lesson. Now go on and go watch your Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Rurouni Kenshin, whatever crap you watch.